Hello, this is Mr. Agbamu Idonogrene. Today is our lesson for Tuesday, 3rd of March 2026. And today we are looking at angles between lines. But in today's lesson, we are not actually going to solve any major example or any problem. There's a property I want us to take note of. There are about three properties I want us to take note of because we wanted to move straight to calculations in angles. But I want us to discover these properties ourselves before we start using them to solve questions. And that is where our objective comes from. When lines intersect, identify angles formed between intersecting lines. When lines intersect, there are some angles that are being formed. How do you get those angles? Then measure angles correctly using protractor. I still want us to learn how to use protractor. It's very important. Then we should be able to solve some problems on straight lines. So this objective 3, we'll do it more from tomorrow, not actually from today. But let's get the idea of today's lesson. Now, this was the first work I gave in class. I want us to discover angles on a straight line equals to 180. That was why I told us to draw this diagram using any measurement of your choice. So draw ACB using any measurement of your choice. Then use your protractor to measure BCD and B angle ACD and BCD. Then when you finish it, I now say you should add it. If you do it well and add the two angles, it must give you 180 degrees because the two angles, they are on a straight line. Then the next one I say we should do is actually called a vertically opposite angles, and they are equal. And if you observe, I said draw a straight line, then draw another one crossing it, something like X. If you observe, I say you should measure AOC, then AOC, when you finish measuring it, I say measure DOB, or you say BOD. Then I say when you measure it, just stop there. If you do it well, you will observe that and you will observe that both angles are equal. This is what we mean by vertically opposite angles. When two lines intersect like this, the angles facing each other like this, they are vertically opposite and they are equal. The angles facing each other are vertically and they are equal. Then the third one, which is angle at a point. So that one still have intersecting lines. When lines meet at a point, no matter the numbers, I only did 4 in this case, which is BD, which is AO, BO, CO, and DO. Just 4 lines meeting at a point. So this kind of question now, how do you get the angle at the point? We need to measure all the 4 angles around. Even if there are 6 angles around, you measure all the 6 angles around. And the rule says if you total them round, you are supposed to get 360 degrees. That is angle at a point. So angle at a point is supposed to give you 360 degrees. So take note of that. So take note. So this is a demonstration I want us to do today. And I said I want to see us doing it, and I will mark it as test that I will record as one of our continuous assessments so that we'll know those that knows how to use protractor. Is a very important tool in mathematics. Okay, let's go to the explanation. As I promised, I said I will explain this work for us so that you know what to do when you get home. So let's go straight to the point as I explain them. So I'm going to use the smart notebook that I use in class to do our explanation. So let me open the notebook. So this is my notebook. As I said earlier, to do any exercise on protractor or on construction, the first thing you need is your ruler. So you see, I've collected my ruler. This is my ruler. Then take your pencil. I've collected my pencil. Draw your straight line. See, this is my straight line. So that is that. Then I now said pick a point between this straight line and make it straight. That's why I say draw without taking any measurement or without using any measurement of your choice. Now I pick this line and I draw straight. So this is my line now. So this is a straight line on the ground, and in class I say we should label it A, B like this. This is AB. Then put C at the middle. Then I now say put D at this top. All right, this is it. Now let's check. Now let's see how we can do it now. get your protractor now. This is my protractor. As I always explain, let me take it to the back so that it will appear well. Send back, so that you can see it better. The line will pronounce well. Now you see what I'm doing now. Let me get my pencil. So as I explained earlier, this 90 of your protractor, this 90, trace it down, you will see this cross where it goes to your 0. You see this 90 where it goes to your 0. So this is your center point of your protractor. Carry it. Let's undo that point. Carry the protractor, drop this center point on the vertex of the angle. You see, I've dropped it on this point. Then go to this side, which is the ACD. You can see 0 is pointing at A, which is ACD. Count from here and measure up till you get to this line. That is your answer. So if I go from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, this is 110. You see, it's not up to 120. So this is 105, sorry, 115. This is 116. So on this side, I'm getting 116. You take note of that one. Let me just write it down because I need to remove my protractor before I can write it. Then go to the other side of your protractor, this side, measure this angle, which is BCD, or you call it DCB. How do you do that? On this side, see the 0 is on this place. So it is inner scale you are using on this side. You are not using your 180, 170, you will not be able to get accurate result. So use 0 here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So this is 60. Let's see the extra. So if this is 60, this is 61, 62, 63. So this is 64. So this side is 64. So let me remove my protractor and put my value. So this angle here, I have my 64. You write your 64 there. This is all I want us to do in the classwork today that I said I will mark as one of our CAs. Then draw this arc, put your 116 degrees. See the way I did it and the way I'm writing it. So this is all I want us to do today. Let me erase these two things, erase this one, erase this. Now that I've done this, the next thing I said is I say add the two of them, add this plus this. So let's add it. 116. Let's add 116. 116 plus 64. Let's add it and see the result. So by the time you add 116 plus 64, 6 plus 4, this is 10, 0 remainder 1. 1 plus 6, 7 plus that one, you have your 8. Don't forget 1 came here, then you bring 1 down. You see, now that I added it, I got 180. So this is what we are saying. The angle on the straight line is going to be 180. So if you add this angle plus this angle, it's not giving you 180. Know that you have made mistake. Go back and put your protractor and measure it again. If you are not getting 180 in your answer, know that you have made mistake. Go back and put it. You see, I've put it back. I'm still getting 64 on this side. I'm still getting 110, 150. I'm still getting 116. So this is correct. So no mistake in number 1. So let's go to the next page and do number 2. Now, same thing, collect your ruler. What did I say? This time around, number 2, we say draw something like X, but make it long. Let me make it long, something like this. Turn the ruler to the other side. Draw the X on this side, something like this. Okay, let's make it long, something like this. Then I said when you finish drawing it, one of this line, call it A. Then let the center be O. Like this point where they cross. Then let this place be B. This is what I did in class. Then this side, call it C. Then this other side, call it D. Now I'm through with my labeling. The next thing I have to do now is measure AOC. AOC. How do I measure AOC? Get my protractor. Now this is my protractor. The first thing I said, this 90. See, I always emphasize on this 90. Let me bring it backward so that we can see it well. Now I brought it backward. So I always say this center point of your protractor, this center point that come down from 90, that is the center point of your protractor. Carry it and place it on your vertex. Then where do you want to measure? I want to measure from A, O to C. From A, O to C. That means this zero need to lie on this place so that I can measure my angle round. So if I carry the protractor, turn the zero need to be on this place. So this is my zero. Just put your own carefully. See the way I'm doing it on the screen. Do your own on paper. You see my 90 line that goes like this, 90, that goes to this vertex. Let's see, let me take it out. See, put it, make sure you have placed it very well. Drop it on this vertex. See the way I'm putting it carefully. Then make sure the zero is here. Then read through along. Now, I want to read from this side, so I'll start from 10. I'm not starting from 180, 170. I'll start from the inner scale because I need my AOC. C is here, A is here, then this is O. Now, I will go with my 10, 20, 30, 40. Let's go down. This is 110, but it's not touching 120. So let's go and see. If this is 110, down to this place, this will now be 115 also. So on this place, I'm getting 116. You see, this full angle is 116. So get your pen, write it somewhere, 116. Now, as usual, take it again, turn it to the other side because the question says measure BOD. Now, turn it, make sure zero is resting on this B. You see this zero mark of our protractor, this 90, which is the center point. Let me remove it so that you can see this cross of your protractor. Make sure it's resting on the vertex. You see, I've placed my own carefully. Then make sure this zero, which is your starting point of your protractor, make sure it's at B. Now that I've placed it well, now start counting the measurement again. If you do it well, you will get the same 116. That is what I want us to get. That means this place like this, let me take it like this. This place that gave me 116, this 116. If I measure this other side well, I will get 116 on this side because this is angle, this is vertically opposite angle. That is number 2. Now let's check. So from the inner scale now, if you see I have 110, you see I also have 115 showing. You see the next one is 116. So I have 116. So remove your protractor. So this is 116. You can see it. So you see when two lines crosses each other vertically opposite, you see they are equal. 116 here, 116 here. So this is what I want us to learn from the topic measurement, angle measurement. So that when you are doing your personal study, when we are doing calculation, you will not ask so many questions. So finally for number 3, let me go to a new page and end it with number 3. So number 3, I'm not going to waste time on this. Let me just draw my 2 lines very fast. Get your pencil, let's make it fast. And then take it to the other side. Okay, so this is our line. Then let's label it very fast. This is A. We say O should be at the center. Then B is here. Then C should be here. Then D is here. Alright, now get your protractor. Let's do our measurement. Without wasting time, take the center as I always explain, drop it here. Turn this time around, you know we are measuring the 4 angles. And remember, vertically opposite must be equal. So now I've placed my 0 here. Let's see what this one will give us. This one is giving me 110. You can see I'm using the inner scale. This 110. So this is 15, 16, 17. I'm getting 18. So this side is giving me 118. Let me write it so that I'll not forget. Then this is my 0. Let me go like this and see this side. This is 60, 61, 62. This side is giving me 62. Let me write it so that I'll not forget. 62. Then let's turn to the other side. If you observe one thing very well, you see that both lines are angles on a straight line. So you can actually measure them at once. So now this side is 118. This is 118 on this side. Then this side I got 62. This side gave me 62. Okay, this is 62 degrees. So let me do the same thing on this side. Let's see. So this is my 0. Let me position this very well. Let me shift this one back a little. So this is my 0. Let's see. You see the same thing. This is 60, 61. You see I'm getting 62 also. So this side is 62. That is vertically opposite must be equal. So let's see from here if I will get 118 as well. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40. Let's go down to this line. Let me let me bring it forward so that it will appear bright for us. I think it's brighter now. Let's get our pencil. Okay. So if I come like this and measure, you will see, you can see it now. This is 110. You see 15, 16, 17, 18. It's the same thing. Both sides are equal. So please take time and do this at home. See the way I'm measuring it, the way I'm turning my protractor. Turn it carefully as you turn. Make sure the 0 is resting on the line. Then make sure your 90, this cross that comes from 90, this center line, make sure it's resting on the vertex. If you can do this, you don't have any problem with protractor. So this side is the same thing as 118. So you see that they are equal. Then if you measure this other side, this side is 62 as well. So this is what we are saying. Then when you are through, and I said add the 4 angles. So let me remove this. Let me clean what I don't need. So I now say you should add the 4 angles. Now let's do the addition of the 4 angles, and that is all for the lesson. So 118 plus 118, 118 plus 118, then plus 62, then plus 62 again. Then rule your line. Add everything. Let's see our result. So 8 plus 8, 16. 16 plus 2, 18. 18 plus 2, I get my 20. 0, remainder 2. So 2 plus 1, 3, 4. 4 plus 6, 10. 10 plus 6, you have 16. That is 60. Then put your 1. Then 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. You see, everything gave me 360 degrees. If you do it very well, you will see that all your angles around a point will always give you 360 degrees. So this is all I want us to learn in today's class. I want us to take time and study this thing. Use your protractor, take your notebook, draw your line with your ruler, make it neat. Use your protractor and measure it well. If you do it well, you will get the same result that I got just now on my paper. So that is all for today's lesson. Take time, go through the work again, practice it again. Let me minimize this. Follow the examples, the way I put the question on the board. Follow the way I explained it. You will see that the work is actually easy. So that is all for today. Thank you for watching this video and following this lesson. Do have a nice day.